So mad right now, you know why? You wanna know why I'm mad? Because I just did a whole 30 fucking minute video before this and realized that that shit was gonna make no sense, no sense, no sense at all. Anyways, let me tell you about my first love. I'm not gonna call her by her name, we're gonna call her C. Like C, the letter C. Like C for Chewbacca, like C for Cabezona, C for the soda Coke. So C, that's her name. That's her name for the rest of the video, right? C. So me and C met in 8th grade. And I don't want to read in the comments, bro, you don't know what love was, because I didn't. But I was in love, I guess. Shit, I don't know, I loved her. Me and C met in 8th grade. We met 7th grade, but we started dating 8th grade. And during 8th grade, and think about it, I was the new kid at that school because I got kicked out of my two previous middle schools, Parkview and John Brown. They got kicked out, and they're like, we have to go to your home school now. So I went to South Castro, which is located in the Westlake area. Inside Belmont, the school was inside Belmont, like in this, like little 2 hidden floors in the back. So point is, so I ended up going to South Castro, whatever, right? And then, so we started dating. We had like, I think 7th grade. Like, oh, I like you, but we can't really date right now. I don't know. Some little like love letter, nut writing shit. Like little love letter writing bullshit, right? So we dated we didn't date 7th grade. And then summer, I seen her at a 15 años of both of our friends' older sisters' 15 años. We talked, we danced, and we're like, you know what, I like you. Maybe when we get back to school, we can start dating. And then we started dating 8th grade. She was a good girl. She was the one with straight A's, and I was like the one that kicked up with the bad kids. Like, I'll argue with my teachers, do a bunch of dumb shit, you know? Fucking do a bunch of just pendejadas, you feel me? Like, I was that kid, you know? And she was part of the drill team, you know? And I'd be like, boom, boom, boom. I wouldn't understand how y'all don't be hurting your thighs. Y'all be smacking the fuck out them thighs, bro. I'd be like, God damn. That shit don't hurt. What the fuck? Y'all got dummy bruises in y'all thighs. Yeah, man. And then I learned that y'all cuff. You guys don't smack. You guys cuff. The point is, yeah. And man, I was in love. She was a cheerleader or in the drill team or whatever, and I was in the football team. I was a quarterback. You know, it was just a really good relationship. You feel me? Like, I was in love. You know, like, if I knew what love was, I used to do things like I'll hang out with my friend while she was in drill team, and I'll always be there like 10 minutes before because I'm a punctual person. So I'll be there like 10 minutes before she gets out of practice. I used to walk her home. We used to do a lot of cute shit. Like, dude, my 8th grade yearbook, she took like 5 pages. Like talking about how much, you know, and we swear we knew what the fuck we're talking about. Like, I used to have a friend in English class, and bro, I was smarter than her. Even if she had like the honor classes, my nigga, you stupid. I remember one time we got in a fight because I got a better grade than her. And like in English, like essay writing paper, she was like, what the fuck? You just lucky that they helped. And I was like, you're a fucking hater. Fucking loser, nigga. Take this L, motherfucker. She was like super mad that I got a better grade. But yeah, man, overall in 8th grade, we had a cool relationship, you know, like, we dated. I'm talking about like, I'm a romantic person, you know, like I'll do little cute stuff, like bring her stuff in the morning, you know, always text her like, hey, you need Arizona, or you need this, or you need that. I always did a bunch of cute shit. Like, she used to love reading. I wonder if she still reads. I'm pretty sure she still reads. She's in college now. But she was like this good girl, right? And in certain situations that might not make sense, but I don't want to bring it up because I'm lucky doing this video without telling her, but I don't think she cares as long as I don't mention her name, or, you know, like, but certain situations you're gonna be like, huh? But it makes sense, you know, like, nah, well, nah, it's still gonna make sense. You just probably have like a little question like, so why did this happen? And then you know, I'll try to explain it. And the point is, so she used to love reading, right? And she used to be like, hey, read this book into Oh, The Fault in Our Stars. You ever read that book about the girl that's sick? And then that fool's sick and they have cancer and she ends up dying instead of her, and that's the irony of the whole book, and it gets everybody fucking mad because why the fuck would you make us expect that she's dying and then that motherfucker died? I was so mad, bro. And then she was like, oh my God, you actually read the book. And I'm like, yeah, I read the book. Because baby, I love you, you feel me? So I really read the book, right? And then we ended up breaking up like 8th grade. The last time I saw her, we were in 8th grade, so she couldn't go out like I could go out. Like, I could be like, hey, mom, I'm gonna go here. And as long as I was home at a certain time, or I'll call my mom and shit, like, hey, I'm a guy, so obviously I understand that it's different for girls. So, the last time I saw her was 8th grade graduation. And she was like, hey, and we ended up breaking up 8th grade. I think we broke up like 2 days after 8th grade graduation. Like, she was supposed to hang out with us, but she couldn't because I think her dad didn't let her or some shit like that. And she was like crying. And then I was just like, well, what do you want me to do, But that ended up happening. 8th grade was a cool relationship. Like, it was like my first cool, official, real relationship. Like, where we'll kiss and she has met my mom. And like, I was like, oh, mom, this is my girlfriend. I mean, I probably told mom it was funny. Like, oh, you guys are in 8th grade. But like, mom, who are you to judge me? Like, my mom got married at the age of 15, 16. They married her ass. They're like, you gotta get married. You pregnant? You get married. That's like Mexican tradition or whatever, right? So point is, we were broken up for 8th grade, right? In 9th grade year, this was a real relationship. Like, all the cool shit started happening. Oh, fuck. Bro, my sister has these chairs and they're so uncomfortable. All right, so 8th grade year, fucking 9th grade year, sorry about that. 9th grade year, 2014, first semester, so around September. We were already broken up. She used to be with her crowd. She was a cheerleader, right, for the football team, and I was just a cool 9th grader with the homie Buddha that we had the bottle plugs, we had the weed, we were the plugs. I was a 9th grader going to functions, I was throwing parties, I was nauseating it, I was fucking litty, nigga. I had respect, you feel me, nigga? I was litty like a motherfucking titty, you feel me? Oh, by the way, the guys, this is my clothing brand. Put the description for the IG in the bottom. Anyways, back to the fucking story. So 9th grade year, we're litty, we're having fun. First semester, in 9th grade year was fun. Like, I was getting drunk. I said I was getting drunk like a smoking cigarette. I was getting drunk, I was smoking. I was kicking it at views, I was racking, I was doing all types of fun shit. And then, yeah, man, I was having a blast, you feel me? Like, I was trying. And we're broken up, right? I just see her like across the car. I used to be like, what's up with you? Like, and we really didn't talk. And then one day, this is how we got back together. One day, I was sitting down in the table where we all used to hang out. And I'm talking to my homegirls like, what's up? And the homie Buddha the type to like, the homie Buddha would always try to get our homegirls like, what's up? When you gonna date me? He was that type of fool, And I was right there all drunk, buzzing it. And I was faded as fuck. And then I was wondering why she wasn't sitting there. Right? So I was like, how come she's not sitting here? And pointing shit, I got to go to the store or whatever, right? So I'm chilling right there. And then I see her walking and then she like, you're in my seat. And it got super awkward because everybody knows that we dated before. And I was just right there like, I swear to God, all I did was look at her and was like, and I put on my backpack and I put my hoodie on and I walked away. And she was just like, but I guess she thought I was gonna be like, all right, so, so it could be like that little, we're arguing, but we're flirting type of conversation, but it wasn't. It was just like, all right. And the homie Buddha was like, hey, fool, what'd you do with that, fool? Like, I heard she's trying to talk to you again or whatever. And I'm like, fool, fuck her, dick. Like, she left me. And I'm a clown, so I was like, fool, she left me before, dog. And he was like, I'm just kidding, dog, But I was like, nah, fuck her, dick. So we went on about our day, like 2 weeks passed. And it was like early December. And it was like early October. Yeah, early October. And then one of my homies was like, hey, man, come here, I want to talk to you. Oh, I said her name. Fuck. I'm gonna have to edit the other video because I said her name. But one of my homies was like, hey, she wants to talk to you. Or whatever, right? And I'm like, all right, I guess, we could talk or whatever, you feel me? And then we ended up talking and we talked about the whole thing, like, what's up with you? Like, why we ended up breaking it up, why we ended up breaking up 8th grade or why we ended up doing. And I remember remember that day she was looking pretty as fuck. She had this little pink shorts on, with a white with a fucking black t-shirt on. She was looking, and she's the girl. If you see the last video, she's the girl that was screaming when I spit at the cop like stop. My point is, at this point, I was turning the fuck up. I was getting drunk, racking, smoking bud, and she was a cheerleader, doing all this good shit, straight A student, honor roll or whatever, right? So we ended up getting back together, and we're doing good. And then of October is when I think we're like in a little argument, putting that spit at the cop, boom, boom. And then in November, we got back together. And then we're doing good, man. We were on there. We were fucking, I was always like the boyfriend everybody knew. Like everybody be like, what's up, fool? What's up? And she was always the cool cheerleading pretty girl that all like the nerds and the jocks and all the cool people knew her. And I was like from the whole other scene, So it was fun as fuck. And then I think we got in a big argument like right before I got locked up. But we ended up getting together, right? So this was November 2014. We ended up having our big argument, She was always honest with me. Like, she didn't like that I would kick it and be drinking and smoking and I was tagging. Like, she was not having it. She was like, you're not gonna do that in that stat, you feel me? So like, I guess. And then we had a big argument. She left my house crying because she gave me an option between her or my homies, and I chose my homies. But then like 2 days later, so we'll fight a lot, but we would always get back together. And like a week later, like let's say November 15th, let's say around those times, we ended up getting back together. I was like, you know what, I'm sorry, but this is why. And then she was understanding. She's like, okay, I fucked up too. I'm not putting you in that position to choose between me or your homies, right? And which was really cool. And then we ended up talking about it, and she was really understanding. So I used to walk her home every day after practice, like talking about like I'll be kicking it with the homies, drinking 40s, fucking tagging, doing all this shit. And then we would always just meet up. I would always be on time to pick her up, to take her home. I'll carry her cheer bag, her pom-poms, I'll be right there like, and I'm telling you, she's really like, and I was really like, what's up? Like, I was like super turned, you feel me? Like I was always a turn one, like in the streets I used to copy her cheers. Cause when you're dating somebody, you learn shit. So she used to be like this is what I do in cheer, and I used to be right there like, you feel me? So then, around December, and then I ended up getting locked up, like, so all this was going on, so between November, towards like November the 19th, and then I ended up getting locked up for like 3 weeks. And the first phone call I ever got in East Lake, I called her sister, and I was like, hey, you know what, tell her I'm doing good. And those 3 weeks I was locked up, she wrote me a letter. She's like, hey, babe, I miss you, woo, woo. Hopefully I see you soon, because I didn't know I was going to get out because I had a pending ticket for spitting at the cop in October. So I'm like, fuck, bro, if they bring this ticket up, I could go to camp for spitting at this fucking cop, because that's like an assault or not. And then I go to court December the 1st. And then I was like, and they were like, nah, we're gonna let you go home. It's your first time ever being in jail. You learn. So I had no more tickets that I had to be thinking about. They put all my tickets together and sentenced me. They're like, we're gonna give you a month. So they had locked me up already. They're like, we're gonna give you a month on house arrest, and then you gotta start doing good. And I was like, damn, I gotta fix my shorts. They're fucking. And I was like, cool, so I started doing good. I was doing good off house arrest, but I was only in school for like another 2 weeks. Because, you go on winter break. So we're still together, we're doing good. And from like January, so the new year, so 2015, from when I got locked up again on April, we had a great relationship. Like, we started this tradition where we'll ditch every month, at least once a month, on the 13th, on the 12th. And we'll go out to eat. We'll fucking go to Hollywood. We'll do a bunch of dumb shit. We'll go to Starbucks. We used to go to my house and just watch movies, eat a bunch of junk food. And it wasn't, for me, ditching wasn't bad, but for her, it was like, and I used to be like, it's okay. They're just gonna call your mom and be like, oi, they're gonna call you on and be like, hoy, whoopty whoop whoop, estaba tarde o absente, uno or más, or uno or más clases. And you know, trust me, if you ever absent, you'll get that. I used to get the call, my mom used to get it. Hoy su hijo Daniel estuvo ausente o tarde en uno or dos más clases. If you ever ditched before in LAUSD, that's the ringtone you get. I don't know how it is in English because my mom speaks Spanish, so in Spanish it's like, you know, I'll be like, food just telling me you're retarded to a class, and like they're gonna come and check your absence. So point is, her uncle and aunt already knew me. They didn't like me. They're like, oh, it's Cholito. Like, nigga, you don't know me. I'm fun as fuck. So yeah, point is, we used to ditch every month. We used to have fun. Talking about like we used to have a blast. Like she used to love kicking it with me and my homie Buddha. Like I used to take her to views and get drunk with me. I used to like teach her all these things. Like, look, when you rob, you have to pay attention to this and this. Or you know what I used to do? I used to take her on Fridays. Their games don't start till 7, right? The varsity games. And she used to be hanging out with me till like 5:50 before. Like she has to be there an hour before. And we used to go in. I used to go get beers. I used to be like, let me see your bag, you know? And the cops would not stop me because, you know, I'm with a cheerleader. And so I'd be like, oh, that's his girlfriend. So I used to be right there, walking around with her pom-poms in my hand and like 540s in my bag, you know? So we used to be walking around, having fun. And the first time she ever got faded was with me, my homie Peanut from the block. That fool was like, hey, fool. He's like, hey, fool, I got a whole bunch of fucking homegrown $10 right now, my boy. And I'm like, what the fuck? She talking about like a whole bag. And to her, it was like, it's a whole bag of weed. And to me, it was like, it's fucking homegrown. But $10, easy. I could pack like how many bowls? And I was a pipe type of nigga. So I used to always buy badass pipes, you know? And you're trying to be like, all right, so I used to always buy pipes and shit. And then one time, I'm just telling you guys stories that happened between January and April of 2015. Just because if I go by month, I'm not gonna remember, obviously, month by month. And one time I got her faded, like, she's like, what if your mom come? And I'm like, nigga, my mom don't come till 7. My mom's a housekeeper, she's still cleaning, like, not in the wrong way, see, that sounded wrong, but like, my mom's at work right now, like, you know, like, she'd be like, I have cheer practice. I'm like, fool, it's okay to be faded a little bit, you know? And I hate weed now, but back then I was like, let's get faded. So we're smoking, right? And she's getting high with me, and she's still hitting it like, and I used to be like, no, you gotta hold it in. And she didn't know the whole thing with the little hole, like, you know? And then you have to let go of the hole. So she's like, whoa, what if your mom come? Like, bro, she's not gonna come. So point is, she got so faded and she started throwing up. And she was throwing up in my bathroom. But I was faded as fuck too. I was like, I swear to God, I was laughing and she's like, stop laughing. And she's throwing up, right? And I'm holding her hair. And I'm like, hey, fool, why the fuck you have to throw up for? And point is, I took her to her cheer practice. And then my homies were kicking it at the tops. So I went to go kick on my homies, and after cheer practice, I was still faded. And she's like, dude, and she was pale, like if she ate an edible, she was like. And I was just like, what's wrong? She's like, dude, I feel sick. And then some cheerleading girl, she was a senior, she was dating my homie Buddha's older brother. And she was like head cheerleader, and he was a quarterback. And she was like, daddy, she was faded as fuck. She was tripping out when because my girlfriend at the moment she was thin, and, you know, she wasn't that tall, so she was a flyer, I guess. You know, they fucking toss her in the air or whatever. And, you know, she was tripping. I was like, I know that's some good homegrown weed. And I underestimated the weed too, because I was faded. I was like, it's okay, babe. I was tapping her head. I put her hair in a ponytail, you know, wrapped it around. I gave her my toothbrush, like, here, brush your teeth. She's like, nah, that's yours, it's okay. I'm like, nigga, what the fuck? I'm your man, I'm supposed to take care of you. I got you in this position. So, you know, I gave her my toothbrush to brush her teeth, get fit, you know, like, I gave her one of my shirts. I'm like, cut into a crop top, you know, I did. You know, that's my baby girl. I have to take care of her at the moment, you feel me? It's another story that happened. Oh, one time we got baited as fuck, and she was tripping, and I was laying down with her, and I was on my phone, right? And she was like, "Hey, can you stop doing that?" I'm like, "What the fuck am I doing?" She's like, "I'm tripping out on your phone." Oh, bro, I wanted to laugh so hard because she was like, "It's like you're moving so fast." Bro, I'm talking about we used to have fun. Like, I'm still trying to find this park. It's like a hidden park in Hollywood. We went there before. The first time she learned about trains, like the red line, the blue line, I took her to, like, we used to go ditch on trains and shit. We used to be on the bus. We used to just go to my house, watch movies, eat chips, popcorn. Like, you know, we were just that cool ass relationship. Like, we were gold, you know? She was a super good girl and I was just a hood nigga, you feel me? So we're having a blast. And then a day before I got sent to jail for 6 months, we're doing good. And she texted me that morning, "If you go to jail, I'm gonna do my thing." And not because I like, "Oh, you're in jail, so I'm gonna fuck around." But because, you know, 6 months in high school could be a lot of, you know, like, you know, I didn't even give a fuck about what she had texted me. I was worried about if I'm gonna go to jail or not because I was doing my homegirl's 15 at the moment. And I'm a really like, yeah, I fuck around, bullshit, talk shit, but if I'm committed, right? At the point is I go to court and I get sentenced to 5 to 7. I get sentenced to a 5 to 7 months camp program. I'm like, fuck. And then I call one of my homies, the first phone call I ever got, like, "What's up, nigga?" They're like, "Damn, for the whole city, like, what the fuck, what's up with doing all like that? Fool got sent to jail." Everybody, and I didn't think about it. I was already like, I'll call my homegirls and my homies when I was locked up in camp, and I hear stories about her, like, "Oh, she got a new man, woo woo." And I was like, fuck it, you know, I'm not worried about her no more, nigga. I mean, I kind of was. Lie around here, you feel me? So I ended up, you know, and I didn't hear from her. And honestly, I would have never gotten her letter if that day I didn't stand up to see the fight that was going on. Because my whole unit was like, "Man, we seen plenty of fights. What the fuck, we want our mail." Because when mail comes, trust me, you care about that shit. And that day I got a letter from her after 3 months. She was like, "Hey, how you doing? Like, I haven't heard from you in so long." And she like, "I'm mad as fuck that all of a sudden when you're in jail, everybody wants to write you. Everybody wants to be like, oh, free Duno, free this and this, free woo-woo." And I just was like, what the I was reading, I was like, "Motherfucker, you left me when I was in jail. Like, when I needed you the most, you left me, you feel me?" So I was already like, "Man, like, fuck you." And in the letter I was going in, I was like, getting hot as fuck, so I just changed real quick. And I put my beanie on because my eye was bugging me for some reason. Right, but point is, right? So we're 3 months in. I was 3 months in locked up, and then I got her letter finally. And then in the letter, she was like, "I'm sorry for everything you're hearing," or whoop the whoop. And I'm like, in my head, I'm like, "Man, fuck you. Like, stupid ass bitch. Like, no dumb ass bitch." But for real, like, I was really in love with this girl. Like, I was a ride or die nigga. Like, I was holding out for her. If she needed anything, I would try to get it. If she needed a favor, I would do it for her. Cause I wasn't doing shit with my life at the moment. I was just fucking around. So if she wanted food in third period in the middle of the day, I'm gonna go get her some fucking food. You feel me? Like, I'm gonna do my boyfriend duty. Like, when she used to cry, I used to be there for her. You know, she used to deal with some anxiety. I used to be there for her, you know. And I already knew the things that calmed her down. Like, she used to, like, you know, certain shit. So I was mad. I'm like, damn, I gave you my 100%. And the minute I get locked up, you want to leave me and I don't hear from you for 3 days. Of course a nigga was hurt, you feel me? Keep it 100. I was sad. I was like, man, you know what? Fuck this shit. Fuck. In my head, I was thinking, like, man, fuck bitches, you feel me? So putting I'm going in on the letter, man, what the fuck? Cause she had told me, like, "Oh, I'm hearing all these girls are writing. Like, you worried about girls writing me, nigga." And not like I'm fucking them to the letter, like, I'm dead ass, you know? Like, I'm locked up, you feel me? Like, what the fuck am I supposed to do? So putting this, she's like, "You know what? Just call me to this number if you want to talk." Ended up being her sister's number. So, you know what? Like, one time I'm going to call her. And I'm like, "Hey, what's up?" And we talked or whatever. We just, you know, quick hi and bye. You know, because I really didn't want to talk to her. I was still mad. But in the letters, we wrote like, like, I was like, man, you know what? I heard this and this, whatever. Boom, I get out. And that day I get out, I see her on my Snapchat story. But I think after a while back then, Snapchat used to delete your account, but it didn't delete mine. I think it was like a whole like, if you don't use it for a certain amount, and I guess, because I used to tell my sister to log in my Snapchat and check who hit me up or whatever. So point is, that's why I never deleted it. So I was like, oh, I'm like, I just got out. She's like, I know, I heard you were gonna get out today. I got out on a Saturday. And then boom, the next day I had a kickback with all the homies. They all came together. We had a fucking blast. I was drunk as fuck. I think I ended up passing out, throwing up on myself or whatever. And then on that Monday, I went to go meet my PO. I went back to my school that I was gonna go to. And then that same day, my mom was like, don't go out. And I was like, I'm gonna go say what's up to my homies and shit. And she was like, all right, cool. And I'm walking right in. Like, think about this. Like, I just got out of jail. I was looking good as fuck, you feel me? I was looking fresh. I was thin. Like right now I'm 5'9". When I'm skinny, I'm like 5'10", 5'11". Like, that's my goal. I gotta get back to being skinny because I was looking healthy, you feel me? I was like, so point is, I ended up, we ended up getting, and she was like when she saw me, like she saw Jesus, and I'm like, what's up, you guys? Like, what's cracking? Or whatever, right? So I was topping it up with her hunger. And that day, for some good reason, all my homies that I'm hungry ended up being there. So everybody's like, what's up, fool? Like, how you been? Like, how you doing? What are you up to? Like, how was it? Like, and I was the first one from all our group, like from everybody who went to middle school to be in and out of jail, house arrest, be on probation for a very long time, get locked up, get out, So for a minute, I was gone for 6 months. And when you're like, when you're the first one, it's always gonna be like, oh, we remember, how was it? And I was like, you know what? Like, it is what it is. I gave him, And at some point, I was like, I need a cigarette. I'm gonna go buy a cigarette. Like, and I was like, y'all wanna come with me? And nobody said anything because they knew, And I was like, hey, you wanna come with me? And she was like, yeah, I'll go with you. And then when I came back, everybody's like, we're gonna leave though. Well, you better pull up tomorrow because I think we're gonna go out. I don't know what the fuck was going on the next day. And we sat there and talked for like an hour, like, why'd you do this? She like, look, honestly, I fucked up. She kept it 100, like, I did this and this. And I'm a hun, like, when I say I'm a hun nigga, like, I was raised, like I never had, like, a guy role model. So, I was raised by sisters, but, we weren't together, to keep it 100. So I wasn't mad at her, what she was doing. Like, yeah, I was hurt, like, man, what the fuck, nigga, you couldn't hold it down for a nigga when I was in jail. But I'm telling you, my first love, I was in love, you feel me? Like, to me, that girl was the world, So then, we ended up getting back together. She went with me back to my first court day, like a week later. We were holding it down. I started drinking, so she'll come drink with me. I used to, one time, before we actually got together, like 2 days after that conversation, after the Monday, so like on that Friday, I think that Friday or that Thursday, it was one of those days where there was no school on a Friday, or I think there was no Thursday. That's why I'm confused right now. I think it was Thursday or Friday. And I was walking with my homegirls, and we passed by, and she's with all her cheer team. Like, her whole cheer team. And now they're like, what's up, Danny? Like, because I went to middle school with a lot of the cheerleaders. And a lot of them know them because I used to be the plug or whatever. And I'm like, fuck. I'm going to fuck up my chances of getting back with her if I don't introduce her. So I was like, hey, she, come here. And I'm like, this is my homegirl, eat it. This is my girl, C. And she looked at me like, and I was like, but hey, I'm gonna hit me up later after a game or whatever. So me and the homies wanna go get drunk. And then she texted me, who's that bitch? And so am I your girl? And I was like, well, you know what, like, what's up? So we ended up getting back together. We ended up doing our thing. We're together for a really long time because I got out around October. I got out October 24th, 10th grade. So we started dating again. We're doing good. So it only lasted for about like 3 months. And then like around February, March, we had like a big situation that happened, kind of fucked up our relationship, like and which I understand, you know, but that's time for another story maybe if I get permission for her to tell it, you feel me? But yeah, man, we had a great relationship. We were in love. We were young and dumb. She used to go to my court dates with me. I used to take her with the homies. I taught her a lot of things, you know, put her up on street. I'm not like the super like smartest street knowledge nigga, but I'm a street nigga, you feel me? I'm a block nigga, you know, I grew up on the block, you feel me? Like, to her it was a new world. Like, she was there one time when the hood I grew up in, their enemies pulled up with guns and dummies were like, hey fool, get your girl out of here, dog. They're gonna pull up with guns again. I'm like, whoa, I'm out. Cause you know, like not that I was, you know, but I was with my girl and they're like, hey fool, get her out of here. And she was like, what happened? I'm like, let's go, let's go. None of our business. Like, that's the beef between the hoods, you feel me? Like, she like, you're not scared? I'm like, nah, nigga. And think about this, like I was like to her with everything was so new and like me, the first shootout I ever like was in. I was walking back from the liquor store with my sister and they started shooting and we're in the middle. We had to like duck or whatever, you know. I was used to shootouts, full shooting and shit, you know. So to her it was like, when she heard like, hey fool, get your girl out of here. These fools are gonna come back right now. She was like, huh? And I'm like, let's go. They're like, you're not scared? I'm like, no, nigga, I'm with you. It's like law. They can't do anything to me if I'm with you, you know? But by all means, she's a cool ass girl. We were in love. We were having fun. Like I used to like, we used to get drunk as fuck and we used to just knock out. Like she was a cool girlfriend overall, you know. We just had our own little misunderstanding and we ended up breaking up and went through more shit. Like she ended up dating some fool that I knew and I took it the wrong way. I used to talk shit to her. Like we used to throw our little indirects, you know, and shit. But I would never speak bad on her because, you know, we did date. I was in love. I was holding it down just like how she was holding it down even though, because I did my wrongs too. I did my wrongs too. I fucked around. I fucked up. I did shit I wasn't supposed to. But, you know, it was our first love. We were both stupid. We both would end up getting back together and that's just the way the first love is. You know, that's the one you learn from, you feel me? So we ended up falling, you know, like when she ended up getting, and we beefed her for a very long time. We didn't stop talking again till before she left to college. To keep it 100. I'm talking about that girl knows all my secrets, and I know all her secrets. You know, we were just strangers with each other's secrets, and honestly, that's what I give it to her. She never put my shit out there, and I never put her shit out there, you know? Like, me and her, like, I know a lot of things that people don't know about her, and she's forever, I'm always gonna have forever love for her. If she ever, like, to this day, if she calls me, I need a favor, or, hey, let's talk about it, like, I'm going through shit, I'll hear her out, you know, because that's my nigga, just like, if I'm ever feeling down, I'll hit her up, you know? That's just the way our relationship worked, and by all means, I don't regret anything with her. Whatever we went through, whatever the situation we did, because we went through a lot of shit that maybe we should have not gone at a young age, you know? But by all means, we respect each other, we loved each other, and it was dope as fuck. I was in love. And, you know, this is just the way it is, you feel me? Like, it was cool, but we ended up, but to this day, we're cool as fuck. We get along. She's in college. She be like, oh, you're famous now. You know, she's my nigga too. She's my nigga though. She stayed with me for like a month before she went to college. And I was like, hey, we're cool as fuck. I used to be like, damn, so I'm fucking this one bitch. And she'll be like, you nasty. Or she'll be like, she'll be like, that bitch is ugly. She'll tell me like, and I used to be like, shut up, nigga, your nigga ugly. And you know, we're just chopping it up, you know, we're cool as fuck now though. But yeah, man, the story of my first love, you feel me? I was in love, I was a sucker. Or write down in the comments, like, stories y'all want me to tell y'all, you feel me? But yeah, subscribe, like. I'm gonna try to get better at this editing shit, because I'm pretty sure my shit will be probably more funny if I were to edit it, you feel me? But yeah, man. Subscribe, like, and yeah, share this shit, repost, screenshot, do whatever you gotta do. And write in the comments, like, give me ideas on what y'all want me to say stories about it. You know? Peace, motherfuckers.